Okay, okay, fine. You have sent it to Nishkar, sir?
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine. Then I will have to fetch that. And what about you? Yusra, Fatima did that, right? What about you, Yusra? Okay, Yusra, are you here? Yes, no, something.
Yes, sir.
Did you do the assignment? Did you get the assignment?
Sir, I recently got an assignment, so I didn't start it yet.
Okay, you didn't start it yet. Okay, fine. I'll just wait for 1 or 2 minutes. This becomes very uncomfortable, right? I mean, if some students are late, you get. I was teaching in some other link. I thought that the same link will be for you guys also. I was waiting there, but then I realized no, you have a different link today. I mean, I was in a different link. Well, let us start. If they will come, then I will have to explain those things again. So after the solutions, please write concentration terms. Concentration terms. Because for making a solution, the concentration of is utmost importance. Okay. Have you guys made ruafza or chai?
Yes, sir.
You have made it. So what is the first thing that you do before serving it to the guest or your, I mean, anyone? Before serving it, you taste it, right?
Yes, sir.
What do you taste in that? Do you see? I mean, what do you see? Is the water right, or do you see is the ruafza right, or is the chai patti right, or the sugar is right? What do you see? The amount of solvent or the amount of solute?
Salute.
Solute, right? So that is we are seeing the concentration of the given solution. Now, if the concentration is of importance for a solution in the kitchen, the concentration of a solution for a chemist in the lab is of more importance, right? So what is concentration? Concentration. Concentration. You can keep this in your head. It is the amount of solute in a given solution. In a given solution. Okay. Now, for concentration terms, you have concentration terms even in the kitchen. For example, you must have heard for each cup of tea, give half teaspoon, right, of tea, half teaspoon of tea for each cup of tea, right?
Yes,
Similarly, you have
Yes, sir.
concentration term here, which is known as molarity. Now, what is molarity? Molarity also look like that definition. It is defined as, please write this with me, okay? It is defined as moles of solute. It is defined as number of moles of solute per liter of solution. Per liter of solution. So the formula for this will be okay. Did I tell you that if I say A, this will be solvent, and if I say B, this will be solute? Have you written these terms? No? If not,
no,
then
sir.
please write. Then after this A and B. Now molarity is also given as capital M, and capital M molarity, it is equal to number of moles of solute divided by liter of solution. That is, liter means volume, right? Liter means volume by volume of solution in liters, volume of solution in liters. Now I can also write this as molarity is equal to number of moles can be denoted by the small letter n, and number of moles of solute, it can be denoted by a subscript of V, NB divided by volume of solution. Please remember, it is not volume of solvent, it is volume of solution. So molarity will be equal to NB upon V. NB upon V. Please write this. Let me know when you are done.
Done, sir.
Done. Okay. Now please write a question. Four gram of NaOH was mixed in water to make a solution of 500 ml. Calculate the molarity of the solution. Calculate the molarity of solution. Please calculate it first. How will you calculate this? What is the formula for molarity, Fatima? M is equal to
Number of moles of solute by the volume of solution.
volume of solution in liters. Okay. Do you have this number of moles?
No.
Do you have this volume?
Yes.
Okay. So what is the volume?
500 ml. So 0.5 liter.
Very good. 500 ml. So this will be 0.5 liters. So you will write NB upon 0.5 liters. Okay. Now what do you have here? You don't have NB, but you have mass of NaOH.
Solute. Yes.
Yeah, mass of solute, mass of NaOH, and you have to reach to moles of solute. Correct? This is what you have been given. This is what you have to find, and then you have to put it up here. So what do you need for this? What is the relationship between mass of NaOH and the moles of NaOH? It's not right solute here. Moles.
Moles will be equal to given mass by the molar mass.
Okay, very good. Number of moles is equal to given mass by molar mass. Okay, so the link between mass of NaOH and moles of NH, you need one more thing which is known as molar mass, and then you have some kind of formula. This is the formula here. So what is the given mass?
4 gram.
4 grams. Okay, now you don't know the molar mass. Yusra, can you calculate the molar mass for NaOH? Yes, Yusra. Please don't
Yes,
keep.
sir.
Can you calculate the molar mass for NaOH? Please answer fast. It is just a yes or no question.
Yes, sir.
You can. Okay, so what will be the molar mass for NaOH? Please don't write while I'm explaining. Okay. Can you please keep your mic on, Yusra?
Yes, sir.
Okay, tell me. Can you calculate the molar mass for NaOH?
Yes. Yes.
So what will be the molar mass for NaOH? Sodium is how much? Please check the page number 232 or page number 240 of your page. Oh, sorry, of your NCERT textbook, page number 232 or 240. In that you will have the molar weights of different elements. Yusra, this is for you. Fatima, if you have calculated the molar mass for NaOH, please send me on chat. Yusra, let me know if you are on page number 232 and or 240 for NCERT. 232, tell me.
Yes.
What is the molar weight of sodium?
23.
Very good. What is the molar weight for oxygen? Yes, Fatima, that is right. Fatima, you can carry on with the calculations and tell me the molarity.
Okay, sir.
No. In the chat. In the chat. In the chat. Yeah. Yusra, tell me what is the molar weight for
16,
oxygen?
sir. Sir, 16.
16. Very good. What is the molar weight for hydrogen?
1.
Very good. So this will be equal to how much?
40.
40. Very good. So I can write this like this. This will be 40 grams per mole, right?
Yes.
This grams and grams will cancel out each other. I will get 1 by 10 mole, right?
Yes.
Okay. Now 1 by 10 is here. And what I can do, let me just wait a second. Move these bits here. And let me erase these bits. So this will be number of moles. We found it to be 1 by 10 mole. And 0.5 I can write 1 by 2. 0.5 I can write 1 by 2. So this will be equal to how much? This will be 1 by 2 liters. So this will be 1 by 10 into 2 by 1 moles per liter. So this will be equal to 1 by 5 moles per liter, which will be equal to 0.2 moles per liter. Correct? Yusra, any doubt till here?
No, sir.
Okay. Let me know when you're done, so we can move on to the next topic. We will do one more question here, okay? We will do one more question, not to the next topic. Fatima, you are
Done,
done
sir.
with this? Yeah, okay. Yusra is also done. Okay. Now, right, Yusra, question. 49 gram of H2SO4 was added, was mixed in water to make a solution of 2 liters. Calculate the molarity of solution. Okay, so I'm giving you 4 minutes. Please try this question. And if you're done with the answer, please answer in the chat. Or if you are stuck, please turn your mic on and tell me what steps you have done till now and where you got stuck. Okay, so please start. Okay, Yusra, are you done?
1 minute, sir. Just almost done.
Okay. Yes, 4 minutes is over. So from grams, you have to first of all convert to moles, right? And before that, for grams to moles, you have to know the molar mass of H2SO4. So you have two hydrogens, you have one sulfur, and you have four oxygens. So two hydrogens means 2 into 1. One sulfur means 1 into 32. And four oxygens. These are four oxygens. This would mean 4 into 16. So this will be 64. This will be 32, and this will be 1. So you will get no, this will be 2. You will have 8 and 9. So here, let us first go from grams to number of moles. You have how many grams? 49 grams. So number of moles is equal to, I should write NB now, will be 49 grams divided by 98 grams per mole, which will be equal to 1 by 2 mole. Now you have got the mole, you have already the liters, so you have to find the molarity. Molarity will be equal to number of moles, that is 1 by 2, divided by, this is mole, and by 2 liters, so this will be liter inverse. This will be equal to 1 by 4 mole per liter, which is equal to 0.25 moles per liter. Okay, Yusra, did you get everything right, or did you mess up somewhere?
I actually didn't get the final answer, but my my steps were the same. Like,
So you have
all the
got
steps are
half
correct.
mole, half mole.
Yes, sir.
Okay, you wrote till here.
Sorry, sir. Yes, sir. I was just doing the last step.
Last step. Okay, fine. So I guess you must have okay. So you needed a bit of time in calculating the molar mass, I guess, right? Yes, Yusra.
Yes, sir.
Okay, that is fine. That is fine. You are seeing the textbook, right? You are not trying
Yes.
to remember. Okay,
No,
that
sir.
is
I
good.
was trying to remember, but actually, I wasn't able to.
Don't try to
I
remember
was
it.
referring to
See,
textbook.
yeah, refer to the textbook. Okay. Now, okay. This question is for both of you. Yusra, first you will answer. You must have given many examinations, right? You didn't give 10th examination, but before 10th examination, you must have given various examinations, right? 9th, 8th, 7th, correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So if there is some question and whose answer you know very perfectly, don't you think while you are writing the examination, it is as if you are seeing your textbook? Sorry, not your textbook, but your notebook. Isn't it something like that? While you're writing an answer which is very perfectly memorized.
Yes, sir. Like, the answers
So
I'm thorough with.
yeah, so you see those answers as if you are just seeing your textbook and writing, seeing your notebook and you're writing in the examination. For Fatima, is it true for Fatima also?
Yes, sir.
है ना? So the more you are looking at your textbook for, I mean, for the questions and answer for the numericals, the more you will retain in your examination also. Okay. So while I'm giving you any question while the classroom is going on, while the classes are going on, please don't hesitate to look back in the notes, You can look your textbook also. If you have any other guides and all, na, you can even use that while we are having the classes. Okay, so don't worry about that. You don't have to always remember everything. Right now we are just getting acquainted with chemistry, so please use all the resources that you have. Okay, let us go to the next topic, which is dilution. Dilution. What happens in dilution? Suppose you made a ruafza, a glass of ruafza in which there was a bit more of ruafza. Okay, it felt that you have added quite more ruafzas. So what you will do? You would add more water, na? So the process of, oops, not this one, rather this one. So the process of adding solvent to a solution is known as dilution. Dilution is what? Adding solvent. Now, obviously, there will be the volume will increase and you will have more water as of now in your example. But the amount of ruafza will be same, na? Or will the amount of ruafza also change if you add water? The amount of ruafza will be same.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So can I say, okay, fine. I will say that the number of moles of ruafza is NB. The molarity here is M1. The volume here is V1. Now, since the volume changed, we can write it is volume V2 and it is NB. Now, if the volume has changed and the molarity has the formula, in molarity we have this volume component, the molarity will also change, right? Any doubt till here? M2, V2? But the number of moles will be same.
Yes.
No doubt, na? Okay, fine. So I can say one statement. Number of moles of solute. I mean, this is very long statement. I wouldn't write this. NB before dilution is equal to NB after dilution, right? And on a side note, you can say that molarity is equal to NB upon volume in liters. So NB will be equal to molarity into volume. NB will be equal to molarity into volume. So NB before dilution, I can say it is equal to M1 V1 and the number of moles after dilution will be equal to M2 V2. Any doubts still here?
No,
No
sir.
doubt. No doubt. Okay. So I can say that molarity after mixing, that is M2, is equal to M1 V1. Sorry, M1 V1, yeah, divided by M2 V2. M2 is equal to M1 V1 divided by V2. Okay. But rather this formula is not very easy to remember. It is somewhat difficult. You remember this formula, okay? The dilution formula is what is M1 V1 is equal to M2 V2. Okay, no problem. M1 V1 is equal to M2 V2. Let me know if you are done writing this.
Done, sir.
Both of you?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Let a question, small question. One liter water was added to a 3 molar. What is this 3 molar? If I write 3 capital M, this would mean 3 mole per liter. Okay, this would mean 3 moles per liter. It is nothing but 3 molar. Molar means moles per liter. The molarity is 3. 1 liter water was added to 3 molar solution of wait a second, not solution. I should write aqueous solution because adding water. 3 molar aqueous solution of HCl. Calculate the molarity of new solution. Calculate the molarity of new solution. So how will we solve this? So this is for dilution, right? I mean, here we are diluting, na? We are adding 1 liter water to already aqueous solution. So we are diluting it. So we can say that dilution formula is M1 V1 is equal to M2 V2. Now what is M1? M1 is 3 molars. And what is V1? Aqueous solution of added to 3 molar aqueous solution. What is 3 molar? Na? 3 molar means that we can say it is 1 liters is equal to M2 is how much? We have to find M2. What is V2? V2 we have added 1 more liters to. So this will be V1 plus the added liter. So this will be 2 liters. So M2 is equal to 3 into 1 liters divided by 2 liters, which will be equal to 1.5 molar. Correct? V2 is equal to V1 plus added volume of solvent. Correct? V2 is V1 plus added volume of solvent. So V1 was how much? 1 liter. We added how many liters? 1 liter more. So this is equal to 2 liters. So M2 will be equal to 3 into 1. So this is 3 molar. Molar will be as it is. Liter, liter gets cancelled out. We will get 1.5 molars. Copy this. Let me know when you are done.
Done, sir.
Yusra, you are done?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now write another topic, which is molarity mixing.
Sir,
Yeah.
how do we know V2? Like, in the question,
Think about it like this. Now, we said 3 molars. 3 molars means, see, here also we have not given the volume. So if volume is not given, we take the, as it is the concentration, 3 moles per liter, that would mean 3 moles in 1 liter, right? So if volume V1 is not given you explicitly, you will take the volume in the concentration, which is 1 liter, right? 3 moles per liter means 3 mole is present in 1 liter. So we took volume 1 as 1 liter. Now V2 will be what? Just think about it like this. You have 1 liter here.
yes, sir.
Then you
Okay.
added 1 more liter. So it became how much? 2 liters,
2.
right? Okay. Molarity mixing. Now in molarity mixing, you have 2 solutions. Let us say this is solution 1. And you mix solution 2 with it. This solution has molarity of M1 and the volume of V1. This solution has molarity of M2 and this volume is V2. You mix both of them, you will get a resultant solution. We will say that its molarity is MR. Please don't write anything right now. Its volume is VR. Okay. Now I will say that the number of moles here is NB1. The number of moles here is NB2. Okay, we will start with a simple example. Let us say you added one spoon of sugar here. Okay, here you have 1 spoon. Here you have 2 spoons of sugar. Can you tell me how many spoons of sugar will be in the resultant?
3.
3 spoons, right? That means the number of moles here, NBR, will be equal to NB1 plus NB2. Can I write this?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Okay, so I'm writing the same statement here. You say it's like this: NBR is equal to NB1 plus NB2. NBR can be written as MRVR. Wait a second. My writing pad is struggling with me. MRVR, correct? NB1 can be written as what, Yusra?
MR.
M1V1
Yes, sir.
and NB2, Fatima, it can be written as
M2V2.
M2V2. Also, now MR will be equal to M1V1 plus M2V2 whole divided by VR. Now can we say that VR will be equal to V1 plus V2? Because if we have 1 liter here, 2 liter here, the resultant will be 3 liters, right?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Okay. Please copy this. We will do one question with this one, then we can move on to the next. Let me know if you are done writing, okay?
Done, sir.
Done, sir.
Now write a question. Let us say you have some, right, if 3 liter of 2 molar HCl is mixed with 4 liter of 3 molar HCl, what would be the molarity of resultant mixture, resultant solution? Okay. So, Yusra, what is the formula for MR? Molarity of resultant will be equal to
So MR is equal to
tell me M1V1
M1V1 plus M2V2 divided by VR.
Okay, what will be VR? V1 plus V2.
Yes, sir.
Correct?
Yes, sir.
Now tell me what is M1? What is M1 here? This is the first solution now. What is the M1? Molarity of the first solution, Yusra? Your mic is off, Yusra. Yeah.
2.
Yeah, very good. 2 molars. into the volume of the first one. What is the volume?
3.
3 liters. Very good. Fatima, what is M2?
3.
3 molar. And into 4 molars, 4 liters, right?
Yes, sir.
Divided by 4 plus
3.
3. Yeah, 3 plus 4 liters. So see, 3 twos are 5. This is
6.
molar and this is liters. Oh, sorry, 6. 4 threes are 12. This is molar, this is liters, divided by 7 liters. And here we put 18 molar liter divided by 7 liters. So your liters and liters get cancelled out. You'll get the answer as something like 2.57 molars. So here you have been just asked to calculate the molarity. You have been given different concentration of solution and the volume. But in the next question, you will be asked to calculate the volume of a particular concentration of solution. Okay. Please write this down. Let me know if you are done.
Done, sir.
Done, sir.
Okay. There's another type of question which can come here. For example, if I say if 3 molar and 4 molar HCl are mixed in the ratio of 4:1, determine the molarity of resultant solution. Okay, so we will start it like this. Whenever this ratio is there, you must remember it from your lower standards. We start like this. Let the volume of first solution be 4x, right? Let the volume of first solution be 4x. You remember this? Whenever ratio was there, we used to do it like this, right? So let
Yes, sir.
the volume of second solution will be how much, Yusra?
1x.
Very good, 1x. So you have got the volumes in terms of x, so you can directly start with MR. Now MR will be equal to the molarity of the first one, that is equal to 3m into 4x plus we have 4m into x divided by 4x plus x. So this will be equal to 12 mx plus 4 mx divided by 5 mx. Now this will be equal to 12 plus 4, it is 16 mx divided by 5 mx. No, this is not m, this is just x. So this x and x can cancel each other out and you will get something like 3.2, right? 15, 6, 3 some, then yeah, 3.2 molar. Okay, are you done?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Okay. Now write next concentration term. This is a concentration term, which is mass percentage. So it will be a rare case that you will be asked to calculate the mass percentage of a certain solution, but still you would like, okay, this mass percentage is also given as percentage, and in bracket you will be given W by W. Okay, this will be given as percentage W by W. mass percentage, or rather percentage W by W is equal to mass of one component in solution divided by mass of the total mass of solution into 100. But again, this formula will not be used very much. So please now listen here, okay? Please now listen here to the example. Stop writing if you're writing right now. Example. Let us say you have 10 percentage W by W aqueous QUS ethanol solution. You will be also, sometimes it would be written like this: 10 percentage aqueous ethanol solution by weight. Okay, by weight. So both these terms, they mean the same. Okay, both these terms mean the same. Okay, so how will you translate this? You will translate this as 10 percentage. It means 10 gram of ethanol present in 100 gram of solution. Okay, Fatima, if it is an aqueous solution, we have two components here, right? One is ethanol. Ethanol will be solute, right? It is small percent. It is small percentage. It is in small quantity. What will be the other component? The solvent would be what if it is aqueous?
Water.
Water. Okay. Now, Yusra, you tell me, if you have 10 grams of ethanol, if you have 10 grams of ethanol in 100 gram of solution, 10 grams of ethanol in 100 gram of solution, mass of water will be how much?
It will be 100 minus 10, which is 90 grams.
Which is 90. Very good. So you can either translate this as 10 gram of ethanol present in 100 gram of solution, or you can also translate this as 10 gram of ethanol mixed with 90 gram of water. Okay, so this particular information of 10 percentage W by W, it gives you also the information about the mass of solute and the mass of solvent. Okay, both the masses are given in this small information. Okay, in this small information, both the terms are given. Let me know if you are done writing this slide. Okay, most of the times you will be asked to convert from mass percentage to molarity and mass percentage to different concentration terms. It is very rare that you will be asked directly to calculate the mass percentage. Let me know if you are done, then we will see a numerical on this.
Then, sir.
Both of you are in Saudi, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so holidays must be going on.
Yes,
National Day.
Wednesday and Thursday.
Okay, and tomorrow is Friday, so again tomorrow will be also a holiday.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, is the weekend of Friday and Saturday, Thursday, Friday, or is it only Friday?
So it's Friday and Saturday.
So for Friday and Saturday you have holidays?
Yes, sir.
Fatima, for you too?
Yes, sir. But sometimes special classes will be there on Saturdays.
Okay, sometimes we have classes on Saturdays.
Yeah, like nowadays in grade 11, we're having maybe 1 or 2 classes on Saturday.
1 or 2 extra classes. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so question on okay, mass percentage, right? Mass percentage question. So please write the question. An aqueous solution contain. So if it is aqueous, what will be the solvent?
Water.
Very good. By the way, do you remember unitary method taught to you in smaller standard? Unitary method? No?
Not really.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Yes, okay. Okay, fine. Yusra must not remember it by that name, but everyone is taught unitary method. Okay.
No, I remember the name, but I don't exactly remember how it was.
How it works? Unitary method means if you know the cost of, or if you know the weight of, if you know the volume of, if you know anything about one item, you can calculate the mass, any measurable thing of multiple of items. For example, if you know the cost of one chocolate, you can calculate the cost of 100 chocolates.
Yes.
Unitary method is
Yes.
just,
Yes.
yeah.
Yes.
It is just that, Fatima, right? Nothing else.
Yes, sir.
Okay. No, because recently I was teaching a student, and you remember, right? I teach mole concept by this dozen method. So she was not able to calculate accurately. So then I started giving a very small question regarding unitary method, and I found out that she was not comfortable with unitary method. I mean, it is quite a charade to put on na, and pass 10th standard without being comfortable with unitary method. I mean, it is a kind of achievement only. An aqua solution contains 63% HNO3 by weight. Okay, now you have to find the molarity of solution if the density is 1.25 grams per ml. Okay, so how will we solve this? Okay, how will we solve this? So we have to find the molarity. Please listen and don't write anything right now. Okay, molarity, which is equal to number of moles divided by volume in liters. So we don't have anything except this particular statement, 63% HNO3 by weight. Okay, 63% HNO3 by weight. Okay, so first of all, let us translate this statement here. So we can say 63 gram, okay, sorry for that, 63 gram of HNO3 present in 100 gram of solution. Any doubt till here?
No, sir.
No doubts. Okay. But we need the volume. We have the mass. So we have 100 grams, and we have to convert this to volume. So what is the term which relates between mass and volume? Mass and volume can be related by what term?
Density.
Yes, correct, Fatima. It is density, right? So what is the formula for density? Density is equal to
Mass by volume.
mass by volume. So volume will be equal to how much? Mass by density, right? Okay. So what will be the volume? 100 grams divided by, what is the density here? 1.25 ml. 1.25 grams per ml. So this grams and grams will cancel out each other, and you will get 100 by 1.25 ml inverse. Please, can I write this? Please tell me, can I multiply 2 on the numerator and 2 on the denominator, and I will get 200 divided by 3 ml. Correct? Any doubt till here?
No, sir.
No. Okay. And I can also write 200 divided by 3. Now, milli is equal to, yes, Fatima?
1.25 into 2 is not 3, right?
Oh, sorry. Sorry, 1.25 is not equal to 3. 1.25 into 2 will be equal to how much? It will be equal to,
2.5.
let's say it is 1.5. Just make it simple. Thanks for pointing that out. Now it will be 3.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now 200 by 3, I can write milli as 10 to the power minus 3. Yes, no?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so this will be equal to, can I write 2 by 30 liters? No, yes, anyone? 2 by 30?
Yes, sir.
203, and 10 to the power minus 3 is just equal to, so this two zeros, this 20 is cancelled out and it will become 2 by 30. Okay, you said it is fine 2 by 30, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so we have found the volume part, right? We have found the volume part. Now we can also find the 63 grams, and from 63 grams we can convert that to, let's just move this here and let us move this part a bit here. Right. For that we have to calculate the molar mass. Molar mass of HNO3. So we have hydrogen, nitrogen, and 3 oxygens. So hydrogen is 1, nitrogen is how much?
14,
14, and oxygen is
48.
48. So this will be equal to how much? 63, right?
Yes.
So number of moles is equal to, given mass is 63 grams, molar mass is 63 grams per mole. This will be equal to how many moles? Now please
1.
substitute these terms here. This will be 1 mole, no? So we have 1 mole divided by, we have 2 by 30 liters. So this will be equal to, the 30 will go above, divided by, and this 2 will remain here too, and this will be mole per liter, which is equal to 15 moles per liter. Okay, no problem. Can you do a similar question?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Let me know if you're done copying, okay?
Then, sir.
Both of you?
Yes, sir.
Okay. An aqueous solution contains 49 percentage. Okay. Are you comfortable with naming of ionic compounds? And if I say calcium nitrite, can you tell me what will be the formula for calcium nitrite?
CaNO3.
CaNO3.
That's nitrate.
It is nitrate. I am saying nitride.
CaNO.
No. Okay, fine. No, that is fine if you are not comfortable. We can have some, okay, it will take I guess 1 hour or something, and we, in that we can have naming of ionic compounds also. Okay, H2, 49% H2SO4. What is H2SO4? Sulfuric acid. Sulfuric acid by weight. Okay, calculate calculate the molarity of solution if the density is, let us see, if the density is here, let us say 1.25 grams per ml. Okay. By the way, see, I have tried to keep it in terms of fractions only, right? In terms of fraction only. So please keep the terms in fractions and give the decimals. So for example, if you get this 1.25, now try to multiply it with some numbers to get a whole number and in the numerator and denominators. Okay. Try to avoid decimals. It is tough to solve and simplify in decimals. If you get the answer, please write in chat. Okay, 2 minutes more, then I will start. Okay, 1 minute more, then I will start. Okay, got an answer. Let us see. Yes, Fatima, that is correct. Okay. So 49% H2SO4. This would mean what? 49 grams of H2SO4 in 100 gram of solution. So let us first find the number of moles of H2SO4. Number of moles of H2SO4 will be equal to the given mass, that is 49 grams. And we have previously found out the molar mass for H2SO4. We found it to be 98 grams per mole. So this was equal to 1 by 2 moles. Now we want to find the volume, right? We have volume. So volume is equal to what? Volume is equal to the mass by density, right?
Yes, sir.
Mass of solution divided by density. So this was equal to how much? We have mass of solution that is equal to 100 grams. Density was 1.25
1.2.
grams per mole. So by how much should I multiply 1.25 to get a whole number?
4.
4, huh? So 1.25 into 4 will be equal to how much? 5.
5.
So if I multiply 4 here, it will be 400 divided by
Divided by 5.
5. So this will be in moles. Now we can find out the molarity. It is equal to number of moles divided by, okay, sorry. This is not grams per mole, this is grams per ml. This will be ml. And I can also write 400 divided by 5 into 1000 liters, which will be equal to 4 by 50 liters. Number of moles divided by volume in liters. Number of moles is equal to 1 by 2 divided by 4 by 50, which will be equal to 1 by 2 into 50 by 4. This is in moles, this is in liters, so this will be mole per liter. Now this will be 25 by 4. So 25 by, this is moles per liter. 25 by 2 is 12.5. 12.5 by 2 is 6.25. Okay, Yusra, where did you? Okay, कहाँ तक हुआ था आपका? You ended at where?
Sir, actually, I didn't multiply it by 1000.
Okay, you didn't divide it by 1000 here.
Yeah.
Okay, so milliliters to liters you have to divide, na? Okay.
Yes, sir.
Let us see both of these and let us try to get a particular short formula if you have percentage of anything and if you have been given the density and you have to calculate the molarity. Okay, so we know that molarity is equal to number of moles divided by volume in liters. Okay, so for number of moles, what did we do? In this question, we had 49 in the numerator and denominator was molar weight. Okay, and here we had, okay, where is the number of moles? Here we have, okay, 63 above. So see, this numerator part is just the percentage part, right? In the first question also, 63 is coming from here 63, right?
Yes, sir.
See? Okay, and here also, this 49 is coming from this 49 percentage, right? So
Yes,
I can
sir.
write number of moles is equal to X percentage, whatever percentage is given, divided by the molar mass of that particular element, right? Now volume in liters, okay? Please remember volume in liters was equal to, see, what is the mass here? 100, correct? Mass here is 100.
Yes,
Yes, sir.
What is the mass here?
100.
100 only, na? So in all the question it will be 100 only, because if you have percentage HNO3 or percentage of any solvent, you will say that this much gram of solvent is present in 100 gram of solution. So the mass will always be 100. So I will write mass. Let me write first mass of solution divided by density. Okay, so this mass of solution is to be always 100 grams Now if I divide this by density, so I will write this density in density and grams per ml, right? Grams per ml. This grams and grams will cancel out each other and we will get in terms of ml. Now I can say this is 100 by D in terms of ml. Now if I substitute this milli, then I will write 100 upon D into 1000. Is that right? This milli can be written as 1 by 1000.
Yes, sir.
Yusra and Fatima. Okay, so this will be equal to 10 by D.
Yes, sir.
Mass by density 10 by D. Oh, sorry, not 10 by D. This will be 1 upon D into 10. 1 upon D into 10, na?
Yes, sir.
So yeah, molarity is equal to number of moles. Number of moles is equal to X percentage divided by the molar mass whole divided by 1 upon D into 10, which will be equal to X percentage into D into 10 divided by the molar mass. You will get the molarity. Please write this. So if you know this formula, I mean the uses of formula is that you will get the answer quickly. Okay, it will just increase your speed of doing questions, nothing else. And this particular question, sir, what formula to use in what question, it will come only through practice. Let me know if you are done writing.
Done, sir.
Done. Okay. Both of you?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Please read the next topic. Molality. Molality is just like molarity, but with a little difference. So molarity was number of moles per liter of solution. It is number of moles of solute per kg of solvent. So the important part here is number of moles of solute is same. Here it is kg and this is solvent. So please mark these things, okay? Now in molarity it was liter of solution. In molality it is kg of solvent. Molality is also denoted by the small letter m. Okay, tell me one thing. Which will be large? Which will be which will be greater? Solution or solvent?
Solution.
Solution is greater, so solution is in molarity. Solvent is smaller, so it is in molality. Okay. Solution will be in molarity, solvent will be in molality. What will be molality? Molality M. It will be equal to number of moles of solute, that is NB, divided by the mass of solvent, that is W of A. A is for solvent in kgs. So its unit will be mole per kg, or it is also sometimes written as small m, which is pronounced as molal. Okay, this means mole per kg. It is also a unit of molality. Please write this. Let me know when you are done.
Done, sir.
Yusra, you are done?
Done, sir.
Okay. Let us calculate now. Okay. If you have okay, let us see this question. An aqueous solution of HNO3 contains an aqueous solution contains 63% HNO3 by weight. Calculate its molality. Calculate its molality if the density of solution is, calculate the molality if the density of solution is 1.5 grams per ml. Okay, please say this question. For this question, we need molality, which is equal to number of moles of solute divided by the mass of solvent in kg. The information that we have been given here is what? The information that we have been given is 63 percentage HNO3 by weight. Okay, by weight. So this would mean 63 gram of HNO3 in 100 gram of solution. So if it is in 100 gram of solution, okay, what would be the mass of water?
37 gram.
Very good. 37 grams, right? So from Yusra, can you please tell me from this gram, okay, from this 63 grams, can you calculate the number of moles of HNO3 from 63 grams? Given mass is there, divided by molar mass, you will get number of moles. Yes, Yusra. Yusra, it is fine. Even if you have some noise at your home, it is fine. We can bear that. It is quite evident now. If you are at home, there will be some noises. So can you please turn your mic? Okay, what happened to Yusra? Fatima, you can calculate this, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, can you please carry on with the calculation?
Yes, sir. Sir, is the density of the solution useful in this question?
What do you think?
Now, maybe.
What do you think? Is it useful?
I will find it useful.
Yeah, so sometimes they will give you density and some extra information, and you will be just scratching your head. ये कहाँ इस्तेमाल होगा? ये तो इस्तेमाल ही, oh sorry, you don't, okay, you must not be knowing Hindi. This is not getting used anywhere, so my answer would be wrong. So don't think like that, okay? Sometimes you will be given extra information. You will be given adequate information in each of the question, but sometimes you will be given extra information. And if you find at some point that there is some information missing in the question, then please remember no information is missing in the question. Your mind must be missing something.
Yes, sir.
Tell me the answer, okay? If you get this, we have 1.5 grams, okay? Yusra, are you here? Can you hear anything? Your mic is off. Seeing either Yusra is okay. By the way, Fatima, did okay? My voice did it had any lag or something?
No, sir.
No, no. Okay, fine, thank you. In the previous class, there was some lag. I don't know why. It must be there issue. Yusra has some connection issues. She got disconnected. Is the internet connection not very stable in the kingdom?
It's way better than some parts in India.
Come on, India has one of the best internet connection nowadays. Okay.
In cities, maybe, but back in villages, not at all.
Not at all.
I mean, there is, but then, especially when there is in the rainy season, it gets disconnected too fast.
In the rainy season, must get connected. But it is very cheap. It is the cheapest I can say. If it is not the best, then it is the cheapest. Okay, Yusra is back, but she hasn't connected to the audio. Let us see if she connects and if she is able to hear our voices. Nope. She hasn't connected till now. Tell me the answer, Fatima. You have to send in chat. What you
Okay,
have
sir.
done then? Acha, you have completed and you are not saying anything. Yes, Fatima, correct. Very good. That's correct. Let us do one more question. Please write this. The density of. Okay, did Yusra got connected? Yes, Yusra.
Yes,
Am I
sir.
audible now?
Yes, sir.
You got disconnected now?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so did you calculate this one? Yes, Yusra, did you calculate this one? This problem?
No, sir, I didn't.
Okay, wait a second. So let me just calculate this for you. Then we will move to the next question. Okay. We have 63 gram of HNO3 and we have 37 gram of H2O. So number of moles will be equal to given mass of solute, that is 63. We have already calculated the molar mass for HNO3, which is 63 grams per mole. So the number of moles will be equal to 1. And if we see the WA, which is equal to 37 grams. So this will be equal to 37 divided by 1000 kgs. So we will just put these two terms in molality. Small m, it will be equal to 1 divided by 37 divided by 1000. This is mole. This here is liter. So this will be equal to 1000 divided by 37. Sorry, this is kgs, no? Not moles. Mole per kg. And this will come something around 27.02. The important thing is that this density was not used in this question. It was just given to confuse you guys. Okay, so we have both the information I mean, we have the indirect information about the number of moles from the percentage of a particular solvent, a particular solute, and for the mass of solvent, we can just subtract this by 100 and to get the mass of solvent, and we will get the mass in kg, divide this by 1000, and after that we can get the molality also. Okay, are you done? Please copy this, let me know if you are done.
Done.
Okay.
Done, sir.
Okay. All right. The next question, the density of 3 molar solution. This is molar, okay? Capital M, that is molality. The density of 3 molar solution of NaOH is 1.25 grams per ml. 1.25 grams per ml. Calculate the molality of the solution. Okay, calculate the molality of the solution. So please keep your pens off and start listening. Don't write anything. See, molality is equal to number of moles divided by WA in kgs. Okay, WA in kgs. So if we find out the number of moles and WA in kgs, we will be able to calculate the molality, right? So let us first of all find out the number of moles. So what is the number of moles? So it is the molarity is equal to 3 moles per liter. So we can say the number of moles is equal to how much? 3 moles, right? If liter is equal to, if volume of solution is equal to volume of solution is equal to 1 liter, then the number of moles is equal to 3 moles, right? Any doubt till here?
No, sir.
No doubt till here, okay. So we have got number of moles as of now. Now we have want to calculate the mass of solvent. So can I say mass of solution is equal to mass of solvent plus mass of solute? Can I say this? Mass of solution is equal to mass of solvent plus, okay. Now mass of solvent will be equal to mass of solution minus mass of solute, right? Any doubt
Yes,
till
sir.
here? No doubt, no? Okay. Now this mass of solution, I can write this as density is equal to mass by volume. So mass will be equal to density into volume. So mass of solution will be equal to density into volume minus. Now look here, WB. I can say that number of moles is equal to the given mass divided by the molar mass. Please don't write anything. Given mass by molar mass. So I can write the given mass is equal to molar mass into number of moles. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Okay,
sir.
so this is equal to NB into molar mass. Now, this density is in terms of 1.25 grams per ml, right? 1.25 grams per ml. So volume should also be in terms of milliliters. So density is 1.25. Volume is 1 liter of solution. What is the volume? 1 liter. So in milliliters, it will be 1000 minus number of moles is 3 into the molar mass for NaOH we have calculated it earlier. It is equal to how much? Okay. Does somebody remember NaOH molar mass? Please look in your copy and tell me the molar mass of NaOH.
40.
Yeah, very good. 40. 40. So see, this will also come in terms of grams, right? Because here what is there? Here there is ml in 1.25 grams per ml. ml will cancel out each other. Here the number of mole is in terms of mole. The molar mass is in terms of grams per mole. Here mole and per mole will cancel each other out, and we will have this also in terms of grams. Wait a second, let me write it like this. Density is in terms of grams per ml. Volume is in terms of ml, minus number of moles is in terms of mole, and molar mass is in terms of gram per mole. Okay, so what things will cancel out each other? This mole inverse and this mole will cancel out each other. This milliliters and milliliter inverse will cancel out each other. So this whole part and this whole part both will be in terms of grams, right? Both will be in terms of grams. Please see it. 1.25 into 1000 is equal to 1250 minus 4 3s are 12, so 120. So this will be equal to 1130, right? 0311, yeah, grams. Correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So now what we can do, we can calculate the molality also. So molality is equal to number of moles, which is equal to 3 divided by 1130, right? 1130, and this will be divided. Okay, this you can write as 1130 divided by 1000 kgs. Correct? So I will divide this thing by 1000, and this will be in kg. This will be in terms of mole. So this will be 3 into 1000 divided by 1130. So please calculate and tell me now what is this? 300 divided by 113. This will be something around 2.7 or 2.8. Okay, so 13, 15, 2.6, I guess. 2.6 or 7, not 8. Okay, first of all, copy this, and at the end, please find what is 300 divided by 113 and tell me the answer in the chat. Then we can move to further the last concentration term, which is mole fraction. Yes, Fatma, I guess that is correct. Yusra, please calculate and tell me the answer, okay? Okay, Yusra?
2.6.
Yeah, correct. That is correct. 2.65. 2.65 mole per kg. Okay. Both of you have written it, right? Can I move to the next slide?
Yes, sir.
Yes, Fatima?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So please see at the end we got molality is equal to 3 into 1000 divided by, I can say this, 1250 minus 120. Correct. Now, if we see this, we can derive a formula here. This 3, I can say this was the molarity, whatever the molarity was given, into 1000 divided by density into volume minus number of moles into the molar mass, right? Now here, please write few terms is equal to moles per liter. Density is in terms of grams per ml. Volume is in terms of ml. Okay, number of moles is in terms of mole, and the molar mass is equal to grams per mole. This is molarity. This is density. This is volume of solution. This is moles of solute. This is molar mass of solute. Okay, so this is a short formula. You can directly put this to calculate the molality if you have been given the molarity and the density of a particular solution. Please write this. Let me know if you are done. Then we will move to mole fractions.
Done, sir.
Okay. Yusra, are you done?
Done, sir.
Please write mole fraction. Mole fraction. Please write the statement with me. Then I will write the formulas. Okay, what is mole fraction? The mole fraction of a component is defined as, please write this with me, as the ratio of number of moles of that component to the number of moles, to the total number of moles present in solution, to the total number of moles present in solution. Okay, so for a solution with component A and B, for a solution with component A and B, I can write, see, this mole fraction is denoted by a Greek letter which looks like X, but it is not X, it is known as chi. Okay, it is known as chi. I mean, it is written as CHI, but it is pronounced as chi. So if I say for a solution with component A and B, chi of A, it means the mole fraction of A. Okay, chi of A, it means mole fraction of A. This will be equal to, okay, Yusra, can you help me with this? Can you please turn your mic on? Yusra? Okay. Fatma, can you please turn your mic on?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So what is this chi? Mole fraction, right?
Yes.
Mole fraction. Okay. We are calculating the mole fraction of which component?
The solvent A.
A. Okay. So it will have the number of moles of that component. Which component? A, na?
A. Yes.
Okay. So we will write Na. Now divided by the total number of moles present in the solvent. So the total number of moles will be, we will have the number of moles of A and also we will have the number of moles of B,
Yes.
correct?
Yes.
Right. Now, please tell me the formula for chi B na. What will be chi B?
NB by Na plus NB.
Very good. NB by Na plus NB. Also, please calculate chi A plus chi B and tell me what it will be.
1.
Oh, so you have learnt a bit. Okay. From school?
This exact question was in something to prove that it is equal to 1
It was present where?
in school.
Okay, in school. Okay, in test.
I think so. I don't
Okay.
remember it. I had read.
So please copy this. Yusra, are you here? I guess she doesn't have a good internet connection. It's disconnected or something. Fatima, let me know if you're done writing this slide, okay?
Done, sir.
You're done. So please write a question. An aqueous solution contains 10% NaOH, 10% NaOH by weight, okay? Calculate the mole fraction of each component. Calculate the mole fraction of each component. Can you do this, Fatima?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yusra, where were you? Yes, Yusra. You are still not audible. Yusra, can you please use the chat and tell me, is the internet problem a frequent one there, or is it something else? Yes, Yusra. Okay, Yusra got disconnected again. Yes, Yusra. Will you be able to speak now? No, I guess.
Yes, sir.
Okay, what happened? What is happening? Is the internet not good?
So I really don't know. The internet was fine, but I wasn't able to hear you.
You were able to hear me, but you okay? While you were speaking, I was not able to hear you. Acha, did you write this slide, Yusra?
Yes, sir. I have written this.
You don't turn your mic off. You keep it on.
Okay, sir.
You have written this one. Okay. What about this one? Again, you have turned it off.
Yes, sir. I have written this also.
Don't turn your mic off.
Okay, sir.
Okay. We have written this one. Did you write this question?
No, sir.
Write this question. Don't turn your mic off.
Okay, sir.
Good. Again, you have turned your mic off.
No, sir. Actually, I was holding my space button, so.
Okay. Okay, that space button one. Oh, okay. Now I understand. Okay, fine. But don't turn it off. It may be. I mean, it will take a bit to get a stable connection if you use your audio. Fatima, give me the answer in the chat if you have calculated. Send the answer in chat. Okay. I didn't expect. Okay. Yeah, it seems to be correct. Seems to be correct. Okay, Yusra, are you still writing this, or you need some help?
So can you do this one, please?
Okay, fine. Now I will not do. You will do this. So please tell me. 10% NaOH by weight. How will I translate this? Tell me. What will be the translation for this, Yusra?
10 gram of NaOH.
Okay, wait a second. Let me ask a few things. Then you don't. Mass of NaOH will be equal to from this statement. Tell me na mass of NaOH 10 grams na, Yusra.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
अरे तुम इतना टाइम क्यों लगा रहे हैं आप? Mass of NaOH will be 10 grams. Okay. What will be the other component? Water,
Yes.
because it is aqueous.
Yes, sir.
So mass of H2O will be equal to
90 gram.
very good. Now this NaOH is what? It is the solute.
Solute.
Water is
Solvent.
solvent. So this is B and this is A. So first of all, we have to calculate the number of moles of B or A, whatever you want, NB, which will be equal to given mass by molar mass.
Molar mass.
What is the given mass?
10 gram.
10 grams. What is the molar mass?
Molar mass of NaOH is.
Flip your pages and tell me, please. Yeah, देख के बताइए. And this is not sarcasm. I am asking you to please look and tell. We have calculated the molar mass of NaOH. Yes, Yusra. Yusra, tell me what is the molar mass of NaOH?
Yes, sir.
Okay, am I not audible properly?
So you're lagging.
Okay, Fatima, am I lagging for you too?
No, sir.
Okay, I'm asking Fatima, what is the molar mass of NaOH? Molar
40.
mass. Very good.
39, sir.
Not 49. Please look in your copy and tell na. If not, Yusra, please tell me what is the molar mass of sodium?
23,
Oxygen,
16,
hydrogen.
1.
The sum will be सम भी हम करेंगे क्या? सम बताइए आप. Yes, the molar mass of NaOH will be how much? What it will be the
40.
sum? Very good.
40, 40.
Yeah, good. 40 grams per mole. So this will be equal to 1 by 4 moles. Correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now we will do the same thing for water, right?
Yes, sir.
This will be Na, which is equal to given mass by molar mass. The given mass is how much for water?
90 grams.
Very good. Molar mass of water?
18.
Very good. 90 by 18 is equal to
5.
90 by 8. Very good. This grams and grams will cancel out each other. Now we will find let us find chi A. Na upon
Na
Na
plus
plus
NB.
Nb. What is Na? What is Na? Yusra. What is Na? Did I start lagging or what? What happened? Okay. Fatima, can you please turn your mic on?
Yes, sir.
Will it be okay if I shift you to some other batch?
Yes, sir.
There is one batch in which we have done a little part of stoichiometry. Okay, we have just started stoichiometry there, but don't worry. I was okay. Fine, Fatima, I can shift you to some other batch. No? Just write this thing down. Then we can have Yusra and some other. Fatima to. Let me see the batch number. B batch. Okay, Yusra.
Yes, sir.
Now tell me what is Na?
So Na is 5 mole.
5 mole. Okay, what is 5 mole plus 1 by 4 mole? So this will be equal to 5. This mole and mole all will cancel out, right?
Yes,
Because
sir.
if okay, fine. So this will be equal to 20 plus 1 by 4, which is equal to this 4 will go above and it will be 20 upon 21. Correct?
Yes, sir.
No doubt.
No,
And
sir.
chi b.
Chi B
So
is
we will
1 by 4.
it is no. Chi
Sorry,
b will be
okay.
equal to
Na, no.
1 minus chi na. We can do that. 1 minus Ia? See from here?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Got it?
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
That will be long, no? That is why. Okay.
Yes.
So this will be 1 minus 20
Chi
upon
A.
21. So I can write 1 as, see, if you, can I write this 1 upon 21? Are you okay? Or should I solve the in-between steps? Should I solve, Yusra? Tell me,
No, sir.
fast,
No,
fast.
sir. It's fine.
Okay, it's fine. Please let me know if you are done copying this.
Yes, sir. Done.
So this is for today. In the next class, you will learn about stoichiometry. Okay, new topic, stoichiometry. And if you have a very good pace, then stoichiometry will be done in 1 day. If not, then the chapter will be completed in 2 days. Okay. So either you will need 2 hours of classes or 3 hours of classes. But if you need 3 hours of classes, that would mean I would have to take 2 more classes. And in that, we will do some tutorials, I mean question and answers. Okay, so today we learned all about concentration terms. Okay, so just for revising, we learned about, first of all, molarity, which was equal to number of moles divided by volume of solution in liters. Then we learned about mass percentage. Okay, and after mass percentage, this is molarity. And we learned about molality, which was equal to number of moles divided by volume, sorry, mass of solvent in kgs. We also learned about a formula of molality, which is equal to molarity into 1000 divided by density into volume minus NB into molar mass. And after that, we learned about mole fraction. So chi A is equal to Na upon Na plus Nb. So this is all about today. Okay, this is all about today. In the next term, we will learn about stoichiometry, and we will generally learn what is the meaning of these type of chemical reaction. Carbon plus O2 gives CO2. What is this? So we'll learn about these type of chemical reaction and